Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Remember11, The Age of Infinity. And let's continue to stay tense there at the shelter cabin. Let's see if tensions can be lowered or if it's going to get even more escalated. Might be even more escalated. A strong attachment to life, hearing that muttering that fell from her lips like a curse, turned and ran for the basement storeroom. The basement storeroom was deadly quiet when I first came to look around here. It had seemed that there were stores of food and fuel in abundance, but now not a trace of anything remains. Until now, my main concerns were the personality exchanges and attacks at SPHIA. But I realized that the situation at the shelter cabin had grown just as urgent. Death was drawing closer. Her words repeated themselves in my mind. The hand holding the can that contained what was left of my rations was shaking hard. A few remaining biscuits danced inside the can with a clatter. My stomach was so empty it hurt. I hadn't eaten anything since last night. Well, I wonder if eating that bit of hardtack was actually affects the ending. My trembling fingers picked up a biscuit and threw it into my mouth. I chewed slowly, then swallowed it with great care. I felt a sharp pain in my stomach, as if it was yelling at me that this wasn't nearly enough. Tears started to obscure my vision. You know, there have been people who have been able to survive for quite a while without eating food. I think that guy, here's a magician, David Blaine, is that the guy's name? I remember singing on Jay Little and Conan O'Brien that they were talking about it. I think he was on there as a guest one time. But that was back when that was my news source. Back when I was in high school. Maybe college. No, probably high school. But anyway, he was talking about how I think he did a stunt where he went without food or water for several days, like 10 days, I think. Of course, he kind of put himself kind of in a trance where, you know, he was using up as little energy as possible. Something to be quite difficult, especially in a cold environment where your body is trying not to shut down, though. So that's probably what they should do. Instead of fighting, they should try to conserve as much energy as possible. I think Yomogi has said this. And by that alone, they could probably stay alive, you know, several days. Well, maybe not several days, but a day or two longer. Possibly. But then again, they keep your body temperature up. That's why your body shivers, and that's a big way to use up a lot of that energy, though. So it's not the best situation at all to be in. They're up a creek without a paddle, apparently. They've been up a creek without a paddle. I was scared. Very, very. The faces of my friends and my parents back home appeared in my mind. The peaceful campus life I had enjoyed not long ago had disappeared from my mind. Tears began to fall. The hot liquid flowed down my cheek and dripped to the floor of the shelter cabin storeroom, marking it where they fell. At that instant, a voice came from behind me. Frantically wiping away my tears, I tried to plaster on a smile before turning around, but I didn't do a very good job. Just looked like I was smiling through my tears. Oh, okay.
涙の成分が違うんだ。カルシウムの量とかが大きく異なってる。悲しい時、わーっと泣くとすっきりするでしょ。泣くことによって体内のカルシウムバランスが修正されたからすっきりするんだよ。泣きたい時は泣けばいいんだ。
I was struck dumb by Uni's explanation.
それ本当？
He's Mr. Science, apparently.
うん、本当。だから僕の胸でたーんと泣くがいいよ。さ。
Uni sticks out his thin chest and spreads his arms.
泣けなくなっちゃったよ。
Or his explanation and actions, all just to distract me from crying? Sounds like a really, really cheesy pickup line. Hey, baby, readjust your calcium levels in my arms. That's what it kind of sounds like. Go back to my place and readjust your calcium level. That's what it kind of sounds like. I'm sure that Uni's saying it in the best of meaning. Although he's still a fishy character, and I don't know what his thing is in this game. But pretty sure that's not the reason he would do that. Or did he do it unintentionally? Uni's cheeks puffed up in an expression befitting his age. Uni put on a displeased face. Uni approached me as I apologized, and then he took my ration can from me. He then poured the food from his own can into mine. Uni passed the can over to me. Felt heavier than before when it had only contained my share. I suddenly put the can of food on the shelf, and took off Uni's glasses. Hugged Uni Senpai to me, tightly. I shouted it out as I hugged him close. Uni continued talking in a strangely adult tone. I just thought of something. I was saying earlier about saying something earlier about in an episode before about possibly Uni's one of the Satru's, like a clone of Satru or something. It has his memories. Perhaps it is something to be a case. Because now that I think about it, the whole tear line does sound like something that Satru would say. You know, say things in a really obscure way. Instead of just saying, "Yeah, cry. You know, you make me feel better." He'll be like, "Yeah." It does sound like something Satru would say. You know, like, it is healthy to cry. It will readjust your calcium levels. Like, I appreciate you this many meters. Hug him even tighter. Warming inside, I happily felt Uni's gentle warmth. Like a beast running away from a flame, his warmth made my fear of death disappear. But then Yomogi joined us.
おしくらまんじゅうか。僕も参加していいかな。
And he jumped
セイ
backward.
ジは好きだけどさ、ヒゲのおっさんと抱き合う趣味はないよ。
ケチだな。できることなら僕は冬川さんと抱き合ってみたかったんだが。
こら
冗談だって。
Laughing, Yomogi held up his can of rations for
さ
us
っ
to
きの
see.
話聞いてたんだが、僕も混ぜてもらっていいかな。3人の食料を一つにして分け合おう。
いいよ。
それよかった。当分にしたままじゃ君たちに食料を分けてあげられないからね。
どうして？
君たちだけにあげて真泉に分けないってわけにいかないだろう。彼女とは違い、君たちにはチョコ一つ分のビハインドがあるからな。衰弱する前に僕の食料を分けようと思っていたんだ。
Yomogi placed his own rations in my can. The biscuits were piled up inside the can and felt like it would overflow. When I lifted it, it felt heavy. It was quite a weighty feeling. Yomogi rubbed his chin while staring at the heap of food inside the
これ
can.
だけあれば一月ぐらいは生きていけそうだな。
そんなにこんなとこ痛くないよ。
While we couldn't fit inside, we divided among ourselves and hashed for the night's dinner. The meal the three of us ate while standing there was delicious beyond imagination. It was only a handful of dry biscuits, but I was very satisfied. My heart, rather than my stomach, was appeased.
この食料は
Yomogi
君が
handed
保
the
管して
can.
くれ。
私がですか？
This is a hard choice. If Kokoro keeps it, here's what I'm assuming. Mayuzumi will attack whoever has the food, or whoever she thinks has the food. When she runs out of food, which I'm sure she will. If she attacks Yomogi, then the food will be okay, and Yomogi can kind of, has a better chance of defending himself. If she attacks Kokoro while she has the food, then my instinct is saying for Kokoro to have it, though. That's what I'm thinking. Kokoro's having the food. Are they gonna carry out such an important mission? Oh, did I not? Okay, I guess we're going into Yomogi then. Oops, I thought I clicked down, didn't I? Push back the can at
ヨモギさん
Yomogi
に
san.
保管してください。
いや、僕は真泉に警戒されてるみたいだからね。同じ女性である君が持っていた方が反感も少ないだろう。
I saw his point. I was thinking the complete opposite. Mayuzumi would see her as weaker and would be more likely to target her if she knew she had the food. That's what I was thinking. She would assume that that Yomogi would have it. But then, no, she would think that Kokoro would have her portion. So she might attack Kokoro to get Kokoro's portion. Or Uni's, actually. Mayuzumi seemed to be very defiant of men in general. Yeah, that is true, though. Might be more secure if I safeguarded
ユニ
instead.
はそれでいい？当たり前でしょ。文句ないよ。それじゃあこれは私が大事に保管します。食事の時はヨモギさんが分配してください。
わかった。
With that said, Yomogi took a vinyl bag out from an emergency kit inside the storeroom. He then wrapped the can up and sealed the bag. This was to prevent it from getting damp or spilling, just in case. I accepted it and stored it away inside my clothes. I held it carefully against my stomach as if warming an egg. Seeing my appearance, a fatherly smile rose to Yomogi's face.
絶対に生き延びような。
He climbed back
ヨモギ
upstairs.
さん、あんないい人なのにどうして黛さんは信じられないのかな。トビリンは心がねじ曲がってるんだよ。もうリンがあんなやつだって知ってたら小屋に入る前に聖司に言えばよかった。そんなやつ捨てちゃえって。
Uni muttered his complaints in a
そんな
small
こと言っ
voice.
ちゃダメだよ。
As Uni rebuked her, I suddenly became
ユニは
curious.
黛さんのことを遭難して会うまで知らなかったのよね。当然だよ。何言ってるの？
Uni looked at me in confusion. I think the shelter cabin's Uni as a future Uni. If he'd already experienced the accident at the shelter cabin once before, then he should already know Mayuzumi. However, he said he didn't know her. Does it seem like what this child is saying is a lie? Was this Uni not the future Uni? I tried my best to ask.
スフィアってとこに行ったことある？
Uni replied, tilting his head.
スフィアって何？ゲーセン？うん。行ったことないならいいんだ。
I slapped Uni's shoulder and put one of my hands on the
それじゃあ
ladder.
私上に行くね。二人っきりでずっと下にいたら怪しまれちゃうから。エッチなことしてるんじゃないか。
Vix Uni was my most erotic, or at least I thought it was, look. I didn't think it was very mature of me, but I thought I'd get revenge. Before, when he said something similar, I was really embarrassed. However, Uni just shook his head. That's brutal.
5点満点で？100点満点だよ。はあ、ひどい。
Hurried up the ladder while jokingly pretending to cry. In actuality, my innermost feelings were hurt a little, but that was a secret. I returned to my bed and took out the food I had stored in my stomach. Is that what she actually said, or did I read it wrong? I stored it in my stomach, so I'm just going to open up this compartment. Squeak! Squeak! Seems like a really strange place to do such a thing. I hid the food under my pillow so that it wouldn't be found. Except she's kind of in the room there. Oh, where the crap am I? Basement? Is that where it is? All of a sudden I lost my balance. I was supposed to be on a bed in the shelter cabin, but now I was groveling on a concrete floor. Couldn't see anything in front of me. Still on all fours, I tried to make sense of the situation as best I could. The area is faintly warm. There was no smell of burning wood. It seems to be SPHIA, but where in SPHIA am I? What's going on here? Intense pain radiated from the back of my head and throughout my body. A throbbing pain resounded inside my head. Touching the back of my head brought acute pain. Struck by vertigo, I felt nauseous. Tried getting up, but I couldn't even put my power into my legs, let alone stand up. What's this? What's going on? I was taken aback. Someone's here. Somewhere behind me, someone's drawing near. Who? Usumi? Uni? Otori? Inabishi Keiko? Turned her around right away. Just then, with a ferocious strike to my face, I was sent flying. This is the first time I've been hit this hard. Lost control of my body due to the pain and impact of the fall. Someone was bending over me. Couldn't see the face of that someone in the dark. Who is that? What is this? What's going on? Hurt, someone help me. Got to escape, where am I? I was it. I'll be killed. The iron taste of blood spread through my mouth. This darkness severely limited my vision. Why would someone do this to me? All my thoughts were in panic. Screaming, I started struggling recklessly. That someone got on top of me, pinned me down, and began choking me to shut me up. Painful, can't breathe. I'll die like this. Don't want to die, don't want to die, don't want to die. started to flail with all my might. Then my swinging arm connected luckily with the jaw of that someone. The mysterious assailant's hold on my throat weakened. Using that chance, I pushed someone away with all my strength. Crawling on all fours, I managed to put some distance between me and the attacker in the pitch-black room. Then before my eyes were shelves. As quickly as I could, I moved into the space between the shelves. I held my breath. I curled my trembling body up, burying my face in my legs. Couldn't silence my breathing. My teeth chattered loudly. I'm likely to end up screaming. I put my fist in my mouth and bit down hard. I can't make a single sound. I'll be found. Afraid of the mysterious assailant, I kept my voice held back. How long was it? Just someone hasn't pursued me. Not a single sound. It was so quiet my ears hurt. To figure out where I was, I timidly looked around at my surroundings. The room was dim. If I'm not careful, this dusty air will cause me to cough violently. On the shelves I was hiding between, many cardboard boxes were piled up. A row of several other shelves were visible. I can't see too well, but in the middle of the room there are many scattered boxes as if a storm had hit here. This is the underground storeroom, which means the exit is... I recall the times I had been here before and guessed the direction of the exit. Quietly I peeked out. There! In the dim light, I saw the indistinct handrail of the stairs to the upper floor. From where I was crouching, it was about 5 meters to the stairs. If I make a run for it... I do hope you folks enjoy this episode of Remember 11. Hopefully this is not a death, and I'm not and I'm ending it on a good cliffhanger. So I will see you guys in the next one. Farewell for now, folks.